When Mehmet II, also known as Mehmet the Conqueror, looked out over the formidable walls of Constantinople in the year 1453, the fate of empires was hanging in the balance. The city, which had been a stronghold of Byzantine authority for more than 1,000 years, remained robust in the face of many sieges. Mehmet, an ambitious and imaginative Ottoman sultan, had the goal of etching his name into history by capturing this magnificent city and establish his rule. Imagine a young Mehmet ascending to the throne of the Ottoman Empire after he attained the age of 19 years old. Constantinople, the city that served as the gateway between Europe and Asia, became the focus of his gaze, which were full with purpose. Mehmet possessed a mentality that was unbreakable, despite the fact that the city's walls appeared to be impenetrable and were a symbol of Byzantine grandeur. Mehmet was familiar with the fact that Constantinople was the key to the expansion and power of the Ottoman Empire. Mehmet's goal to make the city into the capital of a new Ottoman Empire was spurred by the significant location of the city, which was situated at the intersection of various trade routes and cultural traditions. The defining moment occurred in 1453, after years of careful planning and preparation had been put into place. Mehmet was able to put together a formidable army and fleet, which included a revolutionary addition, huge cannons that were designed by Orban, an intelligent engineer. Mehmet's dedication to innovation was exemplified by his cannons, which were tough enough to penetrate even the most impenetrable walls. Constantinople was encircled by Ottoman soldiers on April 6th, marking the beginning of one of the most famous sieges in the history of European history. The army of Mehmet was confronted with the well-known defensive strategies employed by the Byzantines, who were led by Emperor Constantine the Felfin. At the same time as the Ottomans were constantly attacking the city's defenses, the clash of civilizations reverberated through the air. As the days became into weeks and the months evolved into years, Mehmet came up with a daring idea to solve the city's huge problems. On the morning of May 29th, 1453, in the stillness that preceded dawn, Ottoman warriors launched their final, most ferocious assault. Following the breaching of the walls by the enormous cannons, Mehmet's army advanced in a forward movement. The destiny of Constantinople was going to be decided in the midst of the pandemonium. The surrender of the city on May 29, 1453, marked the culmination of the previous attempt by the Byzantine Empire to defend itself. As Mehmet entered the city, the Hagia Sophia, which had been a symbol of Christian glory in the past, was present to witness the momentous event that marked the beginning of a new chapter in its history. Legacy of Mehmet the Conqueror. The invasion of Constantinople by Mehmet was a significant turning point in the chronicles of world history. After being renamed Istanbul, the city became the capital of the Ottoman Empire for a number of centuries. Because of his foresight and his military prowess, Mehmet has left an everlasting impression on the annals of history. In contrast to what was anticipated, Mehmet demonstrated an extraordinarily high level of tolerance towards the city's diverse population. Churches were protected, and Mehmet welcomed intellectuals and artists who contributed to the development of a cultural renaissance within the territories that had recently been captured. As we contemplate Mehmet the Conqueror and the fall of Constantinople, let us acknowledge the intricate web of history that has been woven across ages. The legacy of Mehmet involves not only the conquering of military territory, but also the transition into a new period and the exchange of cultural ideas. Mehmet's vision continues to shape our notion of triumph and transition, and the echoes of that historic day in 1453 continue to linger in Istanbul, which is where East and West converge. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.